Get set, podcast listener, and be ready to win with your mentor, motivator, and marketer, Cam Roberts. Grow your business and achieve your goals quickly with the latest tips, tools, and tactics on business, success, and marketing. Subscribe now and download your free resources at camroberts.com.au.
Hey, Cam Roberts here, your friend in business, success and marketing. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do you build a sales funnel? What are the steps that you follow to build a sales funnel? So what I thought I'd do in this video is just to give you an idea about the exact steps that you should follow to correctly build a sales funnel. And then what happens once you build the sales funnel? What's the next step? Because a lot of people, they build something, they build a project, they'll get their sales funnel up and running, and they think wrongly that once their sales funnel is up and running, there's nothing else to do. Well, nothing could be further from the truth, my friend. And in fact, just like websites need website maintenance, a sales funnel will need sales funnel maintenance. Now, the way that that maintenance comes into play is through conversion optimization. Like every speaker that speaks on stage is doing a sales presentation. I don't know if you've ever watched someone like Tony Robbins present from stage. I have, over the years many times. I've seen him speak multiple times at multiple seminars, and I've never seen him do the same PowerPoint presentation or the same presentation over again. Now, granted, he probably does, and Grant Cardone's another one. I've watched Grant Cardone virtually on the internet, and I've never seen him do exactly the same sales presentation any one time. However, people wrongly think that when they build a sales funnel, it's a set and forget. Well, a sales funnel is like a speaker on stage. A sales funnel has a job, and the job is to make sales. Now, a speaker who speaks on stage to make sales obviously optimizes and tweaks and modifies their sales presentation after each presentation to get better. A sales funnel should be the same. It would be wrong for you to think that a sales funnel is a set and forget, build once, never maintain it. That's not a good way to look at a sales funnel or a website project for that matter. So what I want to do is I want to walk you through, firstly, how to build a sales funnel. And then secondly, what are some of the things that you should be doing after you build the sales funnel to increase conversions, just like a speaker on stage tweaks and modifies their sales presentation to get more people to buy in person. How can you tweak and modify your sales funnel to get more sales not in person or to get sales virtually? Okay? All right, so let's go. First of all, how do you build a sales funnel? Well, there are a few steps to follow, and I want to walk you through those steps. The first step you need is the strategy. You need to make sure you've got the right strategy in place for the end goal. So you might have an e-commerce site and you want to turn that e-commerce site into a sales funnel. You want to build a sales funnel to complement your current e-commerce site. You're going to need an e-commerce funnel, right? Now that e-commerce funnel, you'll work with a sales strategist, a sales funnel strategist, or a marketing consultant or coach or virtual CMO, like someone like myself, and you'll come up with a strategy about what products will go on the funnel. Do you put 2 products on there? 3, 1? What's the call to action? What sort of product should you sell first after people buy the first product? What should you sell second? So there's a real strategy behind this, and that's where you need to start first and foremost, is right on the strategy. Start with the strategy in mind. Now, regardless of what type of funnel you have, you might have an expressions of interest funnel, where people either watch a demonstration video or reach out to have a conversation with you through a coaching call or a discovery call. We call that an expressions of interest funnel. Watch a demonstration. We could have a webinar funnel, right? It could be a low ticket funnel. A low ticket funnel is where you sell a low ticket priced digital product, and that could be for $19, $27, or even $47. And that low ticket product then extends into other higher priced items. So you might start the low ticket item at say $27 or $47, and that might quickly ascend and jump up to say, $150 or $250 or $350 or even $450. It could then go into a process where someone books a time with you, and goes through the EOI funnel. So you can have a low ticket funnel at the end that goes into a webinar funnel, a low ticket funnel that goes into a high ticket funnel, a low ticket funnel that goes into an EOI funnel that sells a high ticket coaching program. You see, there's many different ways to approach building your funnel. So that's why I said in the first step, the very first step that you've got to work on is you must create the right strategy. So step number one for building your funnel is to create the right strategy. Now, when you create the right strategy, what I like to do with people that I coach and work with in a fractional CMO or a coaching capacity, or people get us to build their funnels for them, is that I'll draw it all out on paper so they can see the funnel steps. So step one is to create the right strategy and have the right funnel framework for the end goal. Like, what is the end goal? What is the thing or things or items or products or services that you want to sell? How many of them do you want to sell? How quickly do you want to sell them? Who are you selling them to? Right? What are the end goals? So once you create the strategy and you have the framework, you then take that strategy and framework and you give that to a copywriter. Now, a copywriter is a wordsmith. It's someone that's really good at writing persuasive writing for the internet, primarily these days. And a great copywriter is worth their weight in gold. You should never shop around for the cheapest copywriter. A copywriter is someone that you want to pay very well, because the words that they use on your sales funnels, in the back end of your emails, in the back end of your SMSs, they're the people that are going to help you make a lot of money. So you never want to skimp when it comes to copywriters. So you take the framework, and the strategy that you've got, you give it to a copywriter. The copywriter will create the content or the written words for your page, right? For your sales funnel page, your order form page, for your confirmation pages, and also for your follow-up emails, your nurture emails, your re-engagement emails, all those sorts of emails that go on in the back end. They'll create all the copywriting, right? So a copywriter's job is to create all of the words on the different parts of the funnel, whether they're the front part of the funnel with all of the assets, like the landing pages, confirmation pages, and order forms, or whether they are the back end touch points, like your email marketing, SMS marketing, social media ads, and things like that, right? But the copywriter's job is to create all of the words around all of your assets that's part of the funnel build, okay? Both front end with the pages and back end with the automation. So we call that front end, back end. Front end is what the potential people see, the potential traffic and the potential buyers see at the front end with the pages. The back end is what they don't see until they get into the funnel through the email and SMS automation. So you've given it to the copywriter. The copywriter writes all of the assets. Now you have copywriting for a landing page, copywriting for an order form page, copywriting for a confirmation page, copywriting for the emails at the back end, and the SMSs and the ads. Now you take the copywriting for the main sales funnel page and you give that to a graphic designer. Now what a graphic designer is going to do at that point is take the words that they've been given in a Google Doc or a Word doc, and they're going to create a mock-up of what the page will look like. Now a good graphic designer will usually do one of two options when they create the mock-up to give you an idea of what it will look like. Now, when they do the mock-up, they'll give you usually two samples to choose from. And then you'll go, I like sample A or I like sample B. They'll change the colors. They'll have two different styles, two different colors, two different color palettes, two different ways of doing it based on your initial scope of the project, right? And then they'll give you two versions. Then what you do is you pick one version, okay? Now, once you pick one version, to be fair to the graphic designer, that's the version you have to stay on. You can't then go backwards and forwards. So you pick one version, And after you've picked one version of the style of the mock-up that you like, then you give the graphic designer more scope and more feedback about how to change it and what you think you like. Now, I will caution you at this stage. If you've engaged a good copywriter, they'll lay it out in the way that they think, and based on their experience, they know what works online. And then the graphic designer follows the copywriter's instructions about where the words fit, headings fit, where the videos fit, and all that sort of stuff. So it's really important at this point, as the client, if you're not experienced in building sales funnels, you lean on the experience of the copywriter and the graphic designer. The worst thing that you can do as someone who's not a trained copywriter and not a trained graphic designer is start critiquing something that experts have provided you guidance and provided you with an end product on, right? So because you're not a copywriter, you might not be a graphic designer, and all of a sudden you're telling the graphic designer to make changes here. You're telling the copywriter you don't like that headline there, when these people do this for a living. So I just want to give you caution to the wind in that regards. So once you've got the graphic design, the mock-up, what happens is you get a final mock-up. You might suggest some little changes here and there. The graphic designer makes the changes. Now you have a mock-up of actually what the sales funnel page looks like. They then go and create the other mock-ups of the other pages. So they'll create the order form mock-up. They'll create the confirmation page mock-up and create the mock-up of what the emails will look like as well at the back end. Now, after you've got all of that information, all of those mock-ups done, you then take the mock-ups, right? And so that's at step 3. We're at step 3 now of graphic design work. You then take all of the mock-ups, all the graphic designs that you have, which is usually given to you in a PDF style format or PNG or JPEGs. Now, different graphic designers will give it to you and present it to you differently. And then you take all of that information, that graphic design work, and you give it to a developer or a funnel builder. Now, that's different from a graphic designer. Often it's a different task. So what you're looking for is someone that's good with coding and someone that can build designs online. So they're used to building landing pages, funnels, and website. They're primarily a developer / designer, not necessarily a graphic designer, a website designer. They are two different people in most cases. So you take your mock-ups, you give them to the developer / funnel builder, and they take those designs and all the pictures and the words that are in the mock-ups, and they start creating something that looks like that mock-up, that PDF, online, live on a page, okay? And at the same time, you involve, usually it's the same person, you involve an automation expert to start doing the back-end automation and integrating the sales funnel with your email CRM and the sales funnel with your e-commerce, shopping checkout and shopping cart, and your sales funnel with your SMS system that you're using. So there's a couple of little different integrations that you need, but usually those integrations and automations are done by the funnel builder / the person doing the development work right at the back end in step 4. Okay. Now, after that person has developed a page for the sales funnel, a page for the order form, a page for the confirmation form, and whatever other pages that you have in your sales funnel, they'll then go and build out the automation. So if you're using something like Keep, ActiveCampaign, Zoho, HubSpot, whatever it is, MailChimp, something like that at the back end, so that when people come in through the funnel, whether they buy a product, whether they opt in for a webinar, whether they opt in for a demo, whatever it is, you're taking them through a journey now inside the funnel using email marketing and SMS marketing, okay? And so step 5 is to finish off the email and SMS marketing campaigns and to build those campaigns and those autoresponders in your CRM automation tool. As I said, it could be Zoho, could be Keep, Entreport, HubSpot, whatever it is that you prefer. Now, when we do this for clients, we only use 2 or 3 different tools, and you can reach out and ask me what tools that we use. We recommend. The reason we use the tools that we use is based on our experience of doing this for 30 years, and we like to use tools that work, number 1, and 2, that are fast to implement. The last thing that we want to do is, be slow to implement something that takes months and years, right? So it's got to be easy to use, it's got to be quick to implement, and it's got to be functional, okay? So we recommend a couple of different tools, and you can reach out to us if you've got questions about what tools to use. Now, once you've done all of that, the last little bit is to do the final integrations. As I said before, they're done with a developer, so they'll integrate your email marketing with the sales funnel. They'll integrate your gateway, your payment gateway with your sales funnel. They'll integrate your SMS system with your sales funnel, and then you're ready to go live and start running your paid traffic. Now, at that point, you need someone new and you need someone that's experienced in paid traffic. If you're going after YouTube ads, you need someone that's specifically trained in YouTube advertising. If you're doing Facebook or Instagram, you need someone that's experienced with Facebook and Instagram ads, okay? Now, the ads person, their job is to just drive traffic. Not just, I mean, it's an important job, but their job is to drive traffic to your sales funnel. Their job is not to optimize your sales funnel. You've then got to go back to the person that you built the funnel, or the copywriter or sales funnel optimization person, right? And so once you've built the funnel and you start sending traffic to it, this is where the maintenance comes in. This is what I started the content piece today on, the learning today, right? This video I started today talking about you don't want to build it once and then just forget it. So after you build the funnel, you launch the funnel, you've got paid traffic going to the funnel, what you'll see is some data. You'll see that 3,000 people landed on the page, you had so many opt-ins. Now you've got the data, now you can do optimization, but it's not the ads person's job to do the optimization, that's the person who does the funnel work. So you need a funnel optimization expert. It's usually the person that helps you with the strategy back on step one, okay? So funnel optimization consists of a couple of different things. So number one, it consists of knowing what people are doing when they land on your page. So installing heat maps and mouse tracking so you can see clearly what people are doing once they land on your sales funnel page. Number two, it's working on the back-end automation. So you'll get data of people going through your funnel. What are they opening? What are they clicking? What are they not opening? What are they not clicking? So there's some optimization that needs to be done at the back end. So it's optimization on page and it's optimization off page, but in the back end on your emails and your SMSs, okay? And the third and final area that you want to do your optimization on is obviously at the ad level. So consistently, each week, each and every week, each and every month, you've got those three maintenance things that need to happen once you've built and launched the funnel. You've got the optimization of the pages, you've got the optimization of the emails and the open rates and the click-throughs, and you've got the optimization of the last thing, and that is knowing what's going on in all of the funnel at the ad level as well. So optimization of ads, optimization of pages, and optimization of back-end systems, and that should be done each and every month. Building a funnel is not a one thing set and forget. Just because you build something doesn't mean it's going to work. You'll only know it's working once you start optimizing, once you start sending traffic to it, and you've got to re-engage. You've got to get someone going and optimizing those three things: ads, pages, and emails, SMSs on an ongoing basis. Now look, if you like that content, if you like what I shared with you today and you want to know more about building sales funnels, you can reach out to me at camroberts.com.au. There are a couple of ways that which you can work with me. One of them is you can hire me as your fractional CMO and I can project manage all of your marketing for you. The second way that people work with me is my Inner Circle program. So people come along and I coach them on how to build their own funnel team, and I coach them on how to launch their own funnels, some of the optimization tools that we use, and I share all of that with them. And if they get stuck, they can also use my own team. So that option is there for you as well. So look, that's a wrap from me. If you've got any questions, just head over to camroberts.com.au. That's camroberts.com.au.